So you want to learn how to find cards in Cricut Design Space? It's actually not as easy as it should be. So I'm going to take you into desktop and into mobile, and I'm going to show you how to find cards, to search for cards in Cricut Design Space. And by the way, if you're watching this video, this is the first in my card making series. So we are going to dive deep into card making. We are going to make all kinds of things. We're going to start with the basics, making simple, quick corner cards in Cricut. We're going to elevate that with pens and markers. And then we're going to add embellishments to that. We're going to do watercolor cards. We're going to make shaped cards. We're going to make photo cards. All kinds of cards for this upcoming Christmas season. So I hope that you will hit that subscribe button and stick around for all the upcoming fun. And by the way, if you're new here, you're crafting with Kim Byers. Let's get into it. Okay, so I brought up the app on my desktop. And so when we're looking at the screen and you see images for you and you scroll down and it tells you like whatever season you're on, and then it'll show you fonts and then favorites for the week. But it's easier if you just go back up to the top and you see these little bubbles. If you go to the right, you will see that there's editable images. These change all the time, by the way. So whatever these little bubbles say, in the third section right now, you're going to be able to find card making, and that's what you want. So if we click into card making, it's then going to bring us to a screen that's going to have all types of cards on it. And it says right now, pick a card, any card. But the problem is they only give you a couple of categories like anniversary, birthday, sympathy. I would like to see a ton more sections in this. Now, for instance, I'm looking for Christmas cards right now. But the best way to do this that I have seen, go back up to the top and select a new project. And once you get onto a canvas, what you'll do is you'll go over into images, and when you click on images, you're going to then be able to choose cards. Now, once you're in the search for cards, now again, this is going to pop up randomly and different, and I've been searching for what I call quick corner cards, and so you see a lot of those have popped up. But it's not always the case. Sometimes you're going to get a lot of those older images that Cricut created before they had the Cricut Joy, before they made the quick corner cards. So what you're going to want to do is look over to the left-hand navigation, and you're going to see things like blank cards, card fronts, cutaway cards, gift card holders. These are all great things. This is what you want. So you want to be able to say, okay, I'm going to create a money holder card, or I'm going to create a Christmas card, or whatever the case may be. And you're going to be able to look into those categories. But what I like to also do is go down into operation type, and you click on that, and you're going to see cut only, draw only, print then cut, cut and draw. But you could go down into layers, single and multi, project type. This is our winner right here. And you're going to be able to see cards. Now, if you're on mobile, it's going to have more choices. I don't know why it's not the same on both desktop and mobile, but as of right now, which is November, basically October, late October, early November of 2023, you're only going to see cards here. Now, it does have 4 watercolor markers, which you can use on cards, but we're going to select cards, and then we're going to go down a little bit more, and they're going to have material types, and I would go ahead and just click into paper cardstock, which will eliminate more things that you might not want to use. And then as you continue down, if you are creating a quick card, if you go to the creator, which is a couple more down, you'll see contributing artist, and some of these are great. Some of these are very, very good. But if you want to make sure that you're getting the ones that Cricut has designed and tested and all that kind of thing, if you click Cricut, then it's only going to bring up the images that Cricut designed. And that's going to bring up 440 images, or at least it did in my search. And I have found that when people watch these videos, sometimes they'll comment, and I would love to know if you're going through this process, like what number of images you're getting. I have Cricut Access, and I live in the United States, and I get 440 results. And I've heard that people who live in other countries sometimes get different result numbers. But you're going to be able to go through this and look at all these cool cards. But if you want to go ahead and narrow that down again, so if you're doing birthday or anniversary or Christmas, which is what I'm doing, I'm going to type in Christmas, and then we're going to be able to see all the quick corner or quick cut Christmas cards that were designed by Cricut. And there are a multitude, some super cuties in here. So that's the way that you're going to be able to find these, and then just bookmark any of them that you like so that you don't lose them, because for whatever reason I feel like searches are different every single time. But if you click this little icon and it adds, you know, bookmarked, add it to a collection, and you can create a collection for Christmas cards. Okay, so now let's look at mobile. So if you take your phone and you go to the Cricut Design Space app, not a Cricut Joy app, but just the Cricut Design Space app, and you click into the home page, you're gonna see pretty much the same thing you did before. So if you scroll over, so we'll hit card making, and so it's going to pop up and bring some cards, same categories as before, anniversary, birthday, sympathy. So I'm going to go ahead and go into Canvas. Now once we're here, right up here in the top, you're going to see the little icon, and that means that we can go in and do some filtering. So we're going to go in and we'll look down in it if you want it to be free, editable text, all that kind of thing. I would go straight past that. And in project type on the mobile, you're going to see the cutaway card, watercolor markers, stencil, 3D cards. I'm going to select cards like we did before. And if we keep going down, I can do cardstock like we did before. And then it's going to have all the languages. Just scoot right past all of that. And then when we get down to Creator, we're going to select Cricut. And then when we go out of that, it's going to pop up and show us all of these different kinds of cards. So then what we can do is go into Christmas. And all of our, see, if you see the 3 up in that corner, that's showing us that we still have 3 filters on. So now we're going to see those same cards that we did before. So the taco card, the ornament card, all the things that we saw on the other. And again, you can bookmark these, and that's going to help you to be able to find that later if you don't make your card immediately. Okay, so then if you go to the Cricut Joy app, so not just the Cricut app, but the Cricut Joy app, it gets a whole lot easier to make cards. So when you go to the very front, it's actually going to start with cards. It's going to start with custom insert cards, and you're going to be able to do a lot more there. So I would say I love using my desktop, especially if I'm designing something for Cricut. But if you're just making a card and you want to use the Cricut templates, the easiest thing to do is to download the Cricut Joy app and start from there. You can go to custom insert, design your own, love it. You can go to cutaway cards, design your own. You can do paper crafts with foil, design your own. It is truly, truly that easy to make everything yourself and exactly the way you want to make it. It's going to run you through the prompts. So let's go ahead and just pop into insert cards. And we're going to just start designing. It's telling us all the things that we need, and we are making a Christmas card. But first of all, we're going to be able to choose our corners. So I'm going to go with a fairly basic corner. We'll hit next. I think I want a portrait card. And then I'm going to go with the 4 1/4 by 5.5, which is the standard. We'll click next. And now I get to add my images. And there's so many things to choose from. And then pull that in, and you're going to be able to manipulate that and do all the things. So what I would say is go in, check it out, have fun with it, and make your own card. Okay, so I hope that helped you, and in my next video in this series, we are going to start by making a simple Christmas card with our Cricut Joy and with Cricut Design Space. I'll see you there.